ABA basketball back on the air once again. This time the Detroit Wheels travel 75 south down to take on our Toledo Ice. It's coming up next here on BCSN. Good evening, Glass City, and welcome to downtown Toledo again. The Seagate Center, the location, home of your Toledo Ice. And BCSN is here once again to bring you the action of the ABA. Hello, everyone. I'm Andre Savage, joined as always by my guy, Mr. Steve Taylor. And Steve, tonight the Detroit Wheels in town. But before we talk about tonight's contest, we roll back really quick to the other night, 110-99. The Ice take down the Aviators. Impressive fashion and a really great game from our guys.
It really was. I tell you, we got after his defense, and that's what started it all. It's nice getting this guy back. The island, the Staten Island, that's what I call it. This guy here has it all. He's got the inside and the outside game, but the ability to be able to get easy shots, and that's done off defense. If they can turn up the defense tonight,
well, Coach Newburns expects to see much of the same and will not tolerate much less. So we'll see how things pan out here. It's the Detroit Wheels in town versus your Toledo Ice, and it's coming up next on BCSN. Welcome on into the Seagate Center, folks. Toledo Ice basketball taking the floor once again. Tonight it's the Detroit Wheels just about to jump it up, and we are underway as Black will control for the Ice. Set the offense. They go down low to Sanders right away. Sanders sees the double team, sends it down the lane to Jones, and he is fouled and will go to the foul line.
Nice play right there. Isolate Sanders on the low block and then catch the big fella streaking down the lane for the free throw opportunity.
While we have a moment, let's set the lineups here for the Detroit Wheels. We have number 1, Chris Acker. Number 3 is Brian Woodland. Number 6 is Reggie Riley. Number 7 is Jordan Saborn. And number 10, the big fella, is Dave Myers. And for our Ice, we have 42 is Mr. Rob Sanders. 22 is Dewberry Black. 44 is Jamel Staten. 33, of course, is Mr. Lionel Armstead. And the big fella, as you just saw there on the conversion, is Mr. Levi Jones. So here come the Wheels on the attack, Steve. Now, this team was the squad who laid the first loss on the Ice in their opener up in Detroit.
But the Ice played well. They just had a bad spell in the fourth quarter that really cost them. Real closely contested contest, 119-109. It just kind of got away down the end. Better start for the Ice. Be imperative again tonight.
I think they're a little bit more in their groove. As you see, Black hoist up the three-point attempt that won't fall. Ball out of bounds will go to Detroit.
Well, early on in the season, Ice haven't seemed to get quite comfortable with the Seagate Center and the shooting. it's just a little bit different from what they're accustomed to. And the more they come accustomed to it, I believe it'll be more of a home-type fit for them.
Well, yeah, you think they'd get into their groove. You know, they've got a couple games under their belt now. Things have to be becoming more comfy. As you see the miss right there from Brian Woodland. Rebound to go to State, and he'll push the ball up the court. Cuts across the lane. A reset, send it out to Armstead. Armstead looks low. Sanders wants to set the screen, does so, gets the roll to the basket and off the glass. And you love the pick and roll play right there. Rob Sanders on the completion, Armstead with the assist.
Great high screen and roll right there. Armstead to Sanders. I like Sanders cutting to the basket real sharply. And Lionel delivering it, the dime.
Good ABC basketball right there for you young players. That is called the pick and roll.
And look at the defense right now, starting to extend. They're extending out in the man-to-man defense. And if you notice, Andre, the last couple of games, the Ice have been getting off on the defensive end first.
You see the penetration right there. Brian Woodland attacks the basket. It looks like it might be a foul on the big fella here.
Unlike Saturday night when guys were getting to the basket unevaded, there are 2 or 3 Ice players there waiting for anyone who wants to come and challenge into the lane.
As we look at Brian Woodland, a fella out of Wayne State University. He's a guard, 5'10", 178. But you're right, Steve. You talk about defensively, it's always where you want to start because that, of course, can create offense for you. And again, and it really sets the tone.
Hits the pair. Wheels pick up full court.
Here comes Armstead again. He'll send it down low to Jones. Jones will face up, send it back out top to Black. Black over to Sanders. Sanders on the penetration, kicks out. Mishandled, but found again by Sanders, and he will finish that time.
Much crisper ball movement early on. You can see the Ice getting into the continuity of the offense early on, and that's good news for the Ice fans.
5-2 is your score. 9:35 to play in the first. And we've got a loose ball foul and a block.
You see the movement of the ball right there, and look at Rob Sanders. I tell you, I saw Rob out here working on his game earlier, and he's been working diligently, and I expect a big game from Rob Sanders tonight.
Kick out to Staten. 3 ball, count that. Assist Armstead once again. 8-2 is your score.
There's Island again for the 3.
Chris Acker walking up the court. Armstead, tight defense. Here's Woodland. Woodland has nothing. Sends it back to Acker. Acker goes up. Strong move. Changes in the air and finishes.
That's a nice strong move to the basket. Very decisive.